This is the Ibanez JBM100 Jake Bowen signature guitar. It has a mahogany body, a carved maple top, a 3-piece maple and bobinga wizard high performance neck, which is really cool and not like the other wizards that I've played. It also features a low pro edge bridge, which I really adore, and of course an ebony fretboard that is also bound. The neck has a wonderful joint despite being bolt-on, so don't worry about that. And of course we have Blackhawk bare knuckle pickups in here as opposed to the DiMarzio Titans. I know you guys have been waiting for this one. So have I, actually. This is a wonderful instrument. This is, and I'm going on the record, before I even talk about all the extra stuff I'm going to be talking about, this is the best Ibanez I've ever played. Period. That's it. The playability on it is so good. It's like what they've finally struck gold. It looks like Jake Bowen actually developed a signature guitar that works wonderfully for every guitar player, or at least for guitar players that play metal, and it's just so comfortable and stupidly, ridiculously fun to play. So anyway, let me talk a little bit about why I think so. Neck profile, man. Neck profile. It's satin and it looks good, and as you can see, the aesthetic of it is quite nice, even though it's like in stealth fighter mode right now with the Blackhawks and with the Spurzl tuning machines, which are changed over because the owner wanted to change it up. And it sounds wonderful. I think there's something to do with the combination of the wood. I don't know if they just upped their game in the Japan shop where they're making this guitar, but it's just a lot of fun to play. So let's talk a little bit about the Blackhawks. I do not agree with putting them in this guitar. I think they're far too high output, and I think that they detract from the guitar itself. So with all that out of the way, let's talk a little bit now about the bridge. The bridge seems to solve some problems I have with bridges. It's smooth. Now my Parker's bridge is smooth, but I feel like it doesn't have much room because the Parker is about this thick, and I just feel like there's not much you can do with it. It just feels a little bit stiff sometimes, despite its smoothness. It has its issues, is what I'm trying to say. Looks like Ibanez fixed whatever problems they might have ever had with their trems, because this is one of my favorite trems, if not my favorite trem, even against the original Floyd Rose. So smooth. It doesn't seem to fight me. In terms of vibrato, I kind of didn't realize how wide I was swanging the vibrato, and that's because it's just so responsive. So smooth and sensitive. It's getting a little bit, the connotations are getting inappropriate here. This is a guitar review. But you get the idea. It seems to work really well for guitar players, and I'm a really big fan of that because I've never really liked an Ibanez this much before. So really, I'm proud to say that this is my favorite Ibanez. So let's hear some playing. I'm going to just noodle around a little bit with a high gain lead tone. You'll kind of hear what I'm talking about with the Blackhawks being a bit too harsh, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So I had a little bit of fun at the end of the solo. So what? So what if I did a little bit of Dimebag dive bombing? It's great to have a trem for that one reason, but for the vibrato, it seems to work really well. And like I said, it's super sensitive and smooth, and it is so much fun to play that I've actually had a really hard time just reviewing this guitar, because trying to find faults in it, it's just kind of like, well, the pickups, but there's not much else I can complain about. Is the neck joint odd? Well, actually no, it's quite comfortable, and I have no problem with it. Does the neck feel too thin? No, it doesn't feel like an old Wizard 1 or 2 or whatever the hell neck that they've been making for the last 30 years. It just feels like it's meant to be played. A lot of signature guitars just look flashy as hell, and even with the Titans in it, I'm sure this guitar definitely holds its own against other signature guitars, but I feel like this one is just a bit more straight to the point, straight to business, great for metal. No matter what you throw at it, it seems to be doing quite well, at least in regards to metal. So now we're going to do a few more lead little lick things, but I'm going to go through the 5-way switch here, and I think you guys are going to appreciate number 4. So this is number 1, starting in the bridge position. So I really like position 4. I think it's a little bit more open than the full-on neck humbucking kind of sound, and I appreciate that a lot because the Blackhawks really are just too damn much for this guitar. I feel like the overall output is more than any other guitar that I've ever played, which is ridiculous because I have a guitar with EMGs in it. I think ultimately if you want a guitar that can do wonderful, wonderful metal, snag it. Otherwise, watch what happens now when we switch to a clean channel. It's not the best thing in the world, but that's okay. So as I was saying, the clean sound is kind of lackluster, and I think it's just a matter of the pickups not being right for the guitar, and that's basically it. I think that it would be really capable of a good clean sound if the pickups were just a little more medium gain. And I don't even think the Titans would work very well for a clean sound. I did review the Titans before, and I found them to be really great and epic, but again, more of a metal monster. So if you want to tame the beast that lies within this wonderful signature guitar, I think you'd have to throw in something medium gain and just call it a day there. Experiment, enjoy. Signature guitars are supposed to be chopped up every once in a while anyway, right? If you guys like this review, please don't forget to subscribe and like the actual video because it helps me out a lot. Very much appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos, obviously you need to do what I just said anyway. So go on, just do it, man.